What's going on, Ventric here? Today I'm going to give you a peek at my vintage deck. Now, this is mainly a kitchen table deck. It's a competitive vintage deck, but it's mainly play kitchen table against my good friend MTG Mox Man. Although it is full legit cards, so no proxies, so it can be played in any vintage tournament, if any happen in the future. So here we go. This deck is Sultai Midrange, or some people call it Bug. So let's get right into it. Starting off, we've got 4 Deathrite Shamans. Now, this guy's a house, as you know, pretty much banned in every other format. Exiles a land card from a graveyard, give you mana of any color, gets around blood moons, gets around that sort of thing. Exile target artifact or sorcery card from a graveyard. Each opponent loses 2 life. Good way to finish people off, gives you some reach. And exile a creature card, you gain 2 life. If you need some extra life, that'll get you there. We're running 4 Deathrite Shamans. Next up, we got our buddy Collector Oof coming in from Modern Horizons. It's a 2-drop. Activated abilities of artifacts can't be activated. Now, this guy can do some work. He can shut down your opponent's Lotus, your opponent's Moxes, your opponent's Lion's Eye Diamond if you're up against Doomsday. Graded when they combo off Doomsday, if you can dump an Oof and they have a Lotus in their pile, guess what? It's going to make it that much harder for them to combo off and kill you. We are running 3 Oofs. Next up, we got Goyf. Good old modern Goyf. But Legacy, he can be good. You get a lot of cards in your graveyard, so he can just be a big body to beat on people, get in the way of shop stacks and whatnot coming in, trying to smack you in the face. You can just present, and even Doomsday, you can just present a huge body where they have to finish you off. Running 2 of those. Next up, we got Endurance. Oh, I forgot to mention Joker taking out the Black Lotus. Can you imagine what Joker would do? Yeah, scary. Got Endurance. Modern Horizons 2 making its way into the list. Again, it's Flash Reach. Has Evoke. Discard a green card. You can do it for free. And it allows you to shuffle, to put cards from the graveyard, all the cards from the graveyard on the bottom of someone's deck. So it can really mess up a Dredge player. Someone playing Yawgmoth Will against you, it can really mess them up. So even if someone tries to regrow something, not that happens often, but we're running 3 Endurance. Next up, Leovold. Good old Leovold. 4-fingered man. Oh, what am I saying? Yeah, 4-fingered man. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. So we shut down their Brainstorm, shut down their Preordain, shut down their Ancestral Recalls. If they decide to wheel or Time Twister, we're just gonna, you don't draw anything. Good luck with that. And then whenever opponent targets a permanent you control, you get to draw a card. So if they want to wasteland one of your lands, guess what? You're getting value for it. So drawing cards. We're running 2 Leovolds. Next up, we got Narset. She's restricted, so we only have 1. And again, stops your opponent from drawing more cards, and then allows us card selection with her -2 ability. Then we got Oko, like banned everywhere but vintage. What else can you say? Creates food, can gain you life. Can turn off their artifacts, turn them into 3/3s, or turn yours. If you don't need your Lotus late in the game, it becomes a 3/3 beater. And then always the exchange. Give them an artifact for their best thing. We're running 3 Okos. Now we're getting into the pricey stuff. Good old Black Lotus. I never want that to happen to my Black Lotus. You probably all know what Black Lotus does. 0-drop. Sacrifice it to gain 3 mana of any 1 color. Just great to ramp you early. Mox Emerald. Mox Jet. Mox Sapphire. Good old Ancestral Recall. Pay 1, draw 3. Can't beat that. Brainstorm. Ancestral's little brother with fetch lands. Makes it much better. Or if you need to protect something in your hand, you can put it on top of your library to draw it the next turn. We got 1 of those. It is restricted. Then we got 1 Ponder. Again, just card selection. Got a pair of Flusterstorms. Again, Doomsday. for pretty much anything. Some people, if they're not expecting it, they try to tap out, catch them. Taxian Probe, again, it's free to cast with the Phyrexian mana, draw a card, and get perfect information on your opponent's hand. Mental Misstep, free to cast, counter spell converter mana cost 1, hits Ancestral Recall. That's my main target. I like to hit that Ancestral Recall. But we'll hit anything else that costs 1. Assassin's Trophies, we're running 3 of those. They're in the deck, pretty much catch all. A lot of decks aren't even running basic lands, so if you play it on them, then against them, perfect. If you have to give them a basic land, you have to give them a basic land. I'm sure whatever you're taking out is worth a lot more to them than that basic land. We got 3 of those. Next up, we got Demonic Tutor, of course. It is the best card in your deck. Well, it copies the best card. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. If you have a Demonic Tutor, you can get that card. So, Time Walk, take an extra turn for 2 mana. Speaks for itself. Force of Negation. Now, MTG Mox Man loves to go on the play, go land, Mox, Lotus, balance. He loses his land. He's got 2 Moxes and a Lotus in play, something like that. And all of a sudden, I'm down to 3 cards in hand, and the game is pretty much over. So I need ways of dealing with that on turn 0. So got the Force of Negation in there. Force of Vigor, again, deals with their, if Oko is making stuff into artifact creatures, you can take them out. A lot of artifacts out there that get in your way. Take them out. Take out their Moxes if you're wastelanding their lands. Get rid of their Moxes, whatever. Again, it's free to cast. Then we got our Force of Wills again. Stop those turn 0 combos. Stop any combos for that matter. Choose when to use it. Choose when you need to fight for it. Got to play a set of Force of Wills. Then we're getting to some more card draw selection. Dig through time. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Perfect card selection, pretty much for what you need when you need it. It delves. You can kick stuff out of your graveyard to make it cost 2. And then Treasure Cruise, another delve card, draw 3. A lot of the times you're casting it for 1 mana. So it's another Ancestral Recall. Got our lone basic land in the deck, a Forest. This casts most of our creatures under a Blood Moon. So if we need it, we got it. Fetch lands, 3 Misty Rainforests. They kind of speak for themselves. 3 Verdant Catacombs. Dual lands. We're running 3 Tropical Islands. Again, either the Verdant or the Misty can grab them. 3 Underground Sea. Again, Verdant or Misty can grab them. Strip Mine. Best land destruction. Take out whatever ails you. Whatever land is ailing you. Whether it's their workshop, whether it's their Gaze Cradle, whatever, it'll get it. And then we've got a playset of Wastelands, just to take out, same thing, take out any non-basic land, and we can limit our opponent's mana, try to get creatures in play, and just beat them down. This is a weird thing in Vintage. It's a fair deck. There's no combo kill. It's like, oh, let's just get some creatures out, let's hold you back, and get some creatures out and punch you in the face, which is kind of why I like it. It's the way I like to play Magic. More of a mid-range player, so I built Sultai, and again, have a lot of fun playing with Mox Man. Maybe I'll take it for a spin at a tournament one day, maybe Eternal Weekend when it's back. But hope you guys enjoyed my good old vintage deck. Till next time, as always, be safe and have fun.